Columbus, Ohio, and the old horseshoe on the banks of the Olentangy. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Maryland Terrapins, taking on the #1 team in the land, the Ohio State Buckeyes. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. The Terrapins will kick it away to start us off. He'll start the return inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. Option look, it's Sayin. Breaks into the open. Now after that run, they're in pretty good shape at the 30-yard line.
This is one of the things that's hard about stopping the option. That wasn't a big gain, but you look up, and they're in second and short, second and medium. They put you behind the sticks consistently as a defense. This defense has to be aggressive, make sure they get to this quarterback, and make him make quick decisions.
Quick completion to the right. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the first down.
So difficult because my eyes tell me as a defensive guy, he's handing it off. The offensive line's blocking run. I got to go get it. Quarterback pulls it, throws it to the right. It's kind of like that hidden hat game. Like, where's the ball? I'm always trying to find that daggone thing.
Now they'll line it up from the 44 on 1st and 10. Working that left side now. Across the 50-yard line on the huge pickup, and he's out of bounds at the 45. The Buckeyes with the 1st and 10. Makes the catch. It's Smith. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few.
Well, it's a nice job by the defender. They're closing the gap with the wide receiver. They're going to complete the hitch pass, but he's able to run right up on him, get him to the ground for a minimal gain.
And now on 2nd down for this offense. Now the play fake. Throws to the wideout. He's got it. Lowers that shoulder, delivers the blow. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line. A terrific catch and run before he stopped.
We knew this offense wanted to come out here and let it rip through the air. This QB is in a beautiful rhythm early. Nice job with his footwork and his eyes, and he completes a big one there. Get this offense humming.
Dropping back, it's Sayin. Touchdown, Ohio State! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And they cap off the drive with a touchdown, throwing the football. In the last play, they got the explosive. They get right back to the line of scrimmage and dial up another one. Great work by the quarterback and his target being on the same page. These last 2 plays, throwing the football, man, it doesn't get any better than that.
And wait just a second. The official's going to take a second look at this one. And the play will stand after the replay booth just does a little double checking to make sure. And the extra point is good, and it's 7-0. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And the score comes on a 5-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
And I like the job by this defense. Seeing the play action, reading it, reacting to run, then you got to convert to a pass rush. They do a really good job of it. Get to the quarterback and hit him as he's throwing the football.
This crowd going to try to make life miserable for these guys. Off play action. Caught over the middle. It's Webb. Oh, he's got some space. They got him him free for a big gainer down to the 43.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
That big play is just what they needed. Now they have it 1st and 10 just outside the 40. Martin back to pass. Unloads to the wideout. A strike downfield. Brought down at the 28. A chunk play, 15 yards on that one, and a 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Running to the left.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you, I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Looking to fire. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. And right in the middle of tight coverage, and he still makes the grab at the 15.
Love the accurate throw by the quarterback there. Curl route against man coverage. You got to put that right into the body of the wide receiver who's running back towards you. Nice job executing it, and they pick up the 1st.
And the Terrapins, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. He'll do it himself. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points.
As an offense, you're okay with that. You're going to run option plays, and sometimes you're going to bust it big, but sometimes you don't necessarily read it correctly, get some positive yards, and then we come back and we do it all over again with different reads against a different defense.
It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a 1st without scoring. Out of the gun, they'll run it inside. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Leaves it with the back. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one.
Man, that's a really good job by the defense, because when you get in that 3rd and medium area, listen, you got to be worried about the run and the pass. Did a good job playing both, got it stopped, now forcing a 4th down.
They'll try to put 3 on the board as the field goal unit comes on. This crowd trying to do its part to get inside the kicker's head. Dead center perfect. That'll bring him to within 4.
Man, so many more times we're going to say, go for it, be aggressive. Nice to have a guy you can depend on, and you know you're putting 3 on the board. Nice kick, nice job.
So they're lining up to kick it off after that last drive. Put a 3 spot on the board, and now the defense will try to shut him down. Here he comes from inside his own 5. He'll step out of bounds at the 16 and leave his offense with a long field in front. From the gun, running back gets to give. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
The Buckeyes trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking for a man. It's Sayin. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's 1st down.
As a head coach, you love it when your quarterback is locked in early. Opening drive, throws a touchdown pass. Really nice throw on that last play. Here in the 2nd drive, he's firing on all cylinders. You can tell this guy did his homework coming into this game, and right now it's paying off.
The sure hands, it's Tate. Right midfield, he's got room. Oh, what a big play for this offense as they get it to the 33-yard line.
Well, this This offense is showing you it doesn't take a lot of time for them to generate explosive plays through the air. Big completion on the previous play. They take another shot and hit it, and they have completely flipped the field.
And the Buckeyes, after exploding for that huge run, back to work. Unloads quickly. He's brought down the one. A play for this offense, and they'll have it at the 12-yard line.
As a head coach, you'd love to see your quarterback locked in early and good. And in the first drive, leads the offense down to a touchdown, throws a TD pass, and here he is again, making a really good decision and a very accurate throw to pick up that first down.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's got it on the move. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
This defense is going to have to be careful. Not only do they have to worry about this guy running the football, but they've got to keep their eye on him when he runs routes too. He is a versatile back.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Gives it on the option. Touchdown, Buckeyes! How about this back staying on track and getting it in on the option? Ready to try the point after. And the extra point makes it 14-3. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they punctuated it with a 5-yard touchdown run. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. On the run from inside his own 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They might be feeling a little heat here as they've fallen into a 14-3 hole early.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down, the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. Martin will throw it. It's complete to the left. They're able to get him stopped just shy of the first down marker. You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. Don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Quarterback quick pass to the receiver. He couldn't find anywhere to go, and now it's 4th down.
That's a great job executing up front by the defense. They looked like they were ready for that play, and that was a bit of a more unconventional look from the offense on 3rd down, but the defense was there to make a big stop.
The Terrapins will send out the punt unit. First time we've seen their punt team tonight. Oh, look at this thing. They may need a flight attendant on that one. He'll field the punt and see what he can get. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. They've got the big fellas out there, a 3 tight end look on 1st and 10. On the run, it's Donaldson. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Wants to go up top. That's reeled in. It's Smith. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Routes like that are great times to be quarterbacks. I got great, fast, speedy guys on the outside. Quick drag route, get the ball in his hands, let him do the rest.
From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. Scanning the field, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. On target over the middle. Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
Well, really nice catch there getting the first down. This dude at wide receiver, man, he is a playmaker. You think about Ohio State and the recent run they've had on first-round picks at the position. Michael Thomas, Jackson Smith and Jigba, Garrett Wilson, Chris Olave. This guy keeps making plays like that. He's got an opportunity to go in the first round.
Finds his big tight end. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. They knew they could slip that tight end behind the backers with that play-action fake.
Well, it's because I can't win, Reese. I have to play the run. You know, all these RPOs, all these different things, it makes me come up and use my eyes and play run. And these tight ends are so valuable to find space behind. Knew where he was going with the football the whole time because the big fella, he's always open.
Find some fresh air. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. While we're only through one, these quarterbacks have been lighting up their stat lines. Big turning point as we head into the second and get this game rolling again. They've got a first down here to open the period. They'll send the back in motion. Wants to go up top on first down. Makes the grab. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
This slot receiver gives defensive coordinators nightmares. You have got to double him virtually on every pass play. He better have safety help over top. Otherwise, this guy's a threat to score every time they throw the ball.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. Reads it, fires complete. And the catch and run into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State.
Defense has to be better on the back end. They knew this offense was going to come out, and they were going to challenge them. They were going to try to push the ball vertically down the field. They've now given up 2 touchdown passes in this game. They have got to shore up their play in the back half.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And with the extra point, they're on top by 18. They put together a 65-yard drive for the score. And they top it off with a little trickeration. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. On the move from inside his 5. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. He's brought down at the 29 after a 10-yard gain.
Well, they pick up the first against zone coverage. I think a big part of this for young quarterbacks out there is if you're going to be throwing into zone coverage, you got to throw on time. You can't stare down receivers because the entire defense has their eyes on you, so you can't telegraph where the ball's going. You've got to hold it to the very last possible second. Try to freeze defenders with your eyes and then throw the ball into open areas of the field, anticipating where your guy's going to be.
They make the stop, not a whole lot of ground picked up there, and they'll have work to do to get the first down. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Martin back to pass. It's complete to the right. Turning it on. And they're getting it rolling with that play to the 42-yard line.
Man, if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
Not the most productive half for this offense so far, but finally starting to get it in gear. 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. Pulls it in. It's Webb. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Well, it's a nice job by the receiver there on the slant throw. Gets across the defender, makes the nice catch, hauls it in.
Let's see what they've got on second down. The RPO, fire complete to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
Defense came into this one prepared for these quick receiver screen passes. Nice job beating blocks at the point of attack and rallying to the football.
Defense trying to come up with a stop on 3rd and short from the 37. From the gun, wants to pass. Oh, they're after him. They get to him as he throws.
And on money down defensively, you got to find ways to affect the quarterback. Nice job by the defense, getting the pressure, getting to him, getting a hit on him, and forcing the incompletion, and now forcing the 4th down.
And the Terrapins will call on their punt team. That last punt basically flipped the field. They'd like to do it again. And no shot at a return here as the punt flies out of bounds. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. That last drive, an absolute aerial assault for the touchdown, Jesse.
And it was a nice job in play calling, too, David, just giving the quarterback.
There he goes! Chain gang on the move. It'll be a 1st down at the 29.
How nice is it in an offense when you can generate explosive plays by running the football? You got to force feed this guy, man. He is an absolute game changer.
The Buckeyes just got that huge run. They love another explosive play. Looking to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the middle. He makes a catch. They'll get it to the 48. No need to measure. It's a 1st down.
Man, this quarterback is having himself a day. Over 200 yards in the 1st half. It was hard enough for Palmer to get over 200 in a game, more or less in a 1st half.
Here they come, 1st and 10 from the 48. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the big fella. At the 35, he's open. He's loose on the right. Touchdown, Buckeyes! He broke away from the defense and they couldn't catch him.
This is a special talent playing the tight end position because he's not a guy that's just going to catch flat routes and block. He's a guy you can line up all over the field. He can stretch the field vertically, shows off his speed. He has very rare athleticism for a guy at his position, and he showed it there on that long touchdown catch.
And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the finisher coming on a touchdown pass from 52 yards out. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll return it and try to get behind his blockers. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They've been pretty much stifled on offense so far, David, only able to muster 3 points in their previous 3 drives.
And you got to find a way to open this up and create some explosive plays. The passing game is obviously the easiest way. Jesse, put more speed on the field. Find those guys down the field.
And you know they're frustrated, too, because they felt like there were some matchups they could take advantage of to get some points on the board early. In this one, they just haven't been able to connect on those opportunities. But I like David's idea. Maybe move some guys around and see if you can create some better one-on-one matchups.
Trying to run the screen, and it was almost picked off. It'll be 2nd down.
Great coverage, great break on the ball. Had a chance to really make a big play and maybe even take that thing back to the house. You gotta secure the catch. We like to hit people more than we like to catch balls.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Off the play fake. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. They get him out of bounds. Couple of yards short of midfield. They'll mark it at the 48, and this offense is rolling.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
Motion from the back. Martin will throw it. Fires complete on the crosser. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Brought down at the 33-yard line. First down for the offense.
The Terrapins will have it 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws to the wideout. He's got an open man. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
The defense has their hands full trying to stop this guy in the slot. They're going to have to figure something out to bracket him, try and get 2 bodies around him, maybe get some safety help as well, because right now they do not have the answer for this guy.
Wants to throw again. Pressure coming. And they get to him, and down goes the quarterback, and you just cannot afford that in this spot.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal-to-go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone and helping your offense out.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Back to pass. Gets it out quickly. They'll get it down to the 10-yard line on that completion.
Nice job by the defense forcing the 3rd and goal. You can't allow any run after catch in these situations. Play aggressive, play tight, and play physical.
Now 3rd and goal, and tough yardage to cover here. From the gun, wants to pass. Into the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
Tell you what, I don't know if the offense was expecting man coverage that time. 3rd and long in field goal range, you're expecting it to be zone. Instead, they lock him up man-to-man, everybody on an island, and everybody won. They get the incompletion, now setting up for it.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. Just drives it between the uprights. Had to settle for the field goal.
And that's not the way they wanted to end the drive, but nice job being ready and your field goal kicker coming through and putting 3 points on the board.
After putting up the field goal, they're set to kick it away. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. To the air, it's Sayin. Looking down the middle. Complete downfield. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's 1st down.
When these wide receivers work the middle of the field, so much of this is feel. Understanding where the holes are in the zone or understanding how to get leverage on a man. And these wide receivers are dangerous nowadays because they do it so fast and see that so quick and make those plays over the middle.
Looking downfield on 1st down. That's caught. It's Smith. Tackled almost immediately. They're well short of the 1st down. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. The play action fake. Throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Plenty of room on that play, and they find their way to the 36.
And man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
They've got it at the 36. It's a 1st and 10. Wants to throw on 1st down. Gonna take a shot. Grabs it inside the 10. Touchdown, Ohio State. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. And with the way he's throwing it right now, there are some big names at the top of that record list. J.T. Barrett, Dwayne Haskins, Justin Fields. might be getting ready to move them down a notch.
And moving those guys down, that's a day. That's the day you dream about. That's the day where the ball's barely touching the ground, you're in a zone, and everything is going your way.
And the extra point is good, and the lead is 35-6. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they get it into the end zone on a 36-yard touchdown pass. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he takes this from inside the 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Martin back to pass. Snags it over the middle. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Really nice job by quarterback and wide receiver. This is why you do film work. This is why you throw on air all offseason. I know I get zone coverage. I know exactly where I'm breaking. I know exactly where to deliver the football. Nice throw, nice catch.
Passing game kept the drive moving. Here's first down. Here's the handoff. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying it and have had very little success.
Great job at contained by this defense. And in order to do that, the end man on the line of scrimmage defensively has got to be able to set the point and force the football back into traffic. And that's exactly what happened.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4. How bold will they be on third down after that last run? From the gun, wants to pass. Caught near the sticks. It's Ray. Makes the grab, and it's enough for the first down before he's dragged to the ground.
That's a great sign for this offense. Man, everything's been difficult so far, and you've dug yourself a huge hole. They're going to have to find some completions, find some energy, find some momentum somehow, because it's been a struggle out the gates.
And the Terrapins have it with a 1st and 10. To the air on first down. Got him downfield. Now they're starting to feel it. They've got a first down at the 44.
When you get man-to-man coverage and you're running that curl, I got to sell him deep. I got to get a little bit of space where I can make him thinking I'm running deep, and then I sit down real quick. QB, wide receiver on the same page, first down.
Now they've got it at the 44 on 1st and 10. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
I don't know about the decision that time by the quarterback. He may have been expecting man coverage, but that time the defense was in zone, and they did a really nice job closing the window. The intended target was not open, and that's why that one fell incomplete.
They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Martin will throw it. Not much of a chance there. He just had to get rid of it to avoid the sack. They were really starting to put a drive together. And after a couple of incompletions, now they need a big play on 3rd and 10. From the gun, wants to pass. Throws toward the end zone. And swatted down by the defense to stop the scoring opportunity.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
The Terrapins decide to punt it away. Let's see if he can help the coverage team out with this one. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Finds his tight end. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. They wanted to get the ball to the tight end, and they've already done it 5 times, and we're not even to the half.
I'm about to say mission accomplished. Yeah, that's what they want to do. Take advantage of the matchup, right? Zone or man, I like my big fella. I like using the tight end all I can. Great job working him into the offense. He's a playmaker. Find him.
Wants to go up top on first down. Got a man. It's Rodgers. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Second down.
Now on second down. Looking downfield, it's Sayed. Caught close to the marker, it's Rodgers. He's out of bounds, but not before picking up enough for the first down.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
Just a few seconds remaining here as they try to put something up before halftime. They're working that left side. Knocked out of bounds after a good gain on that one. They'll spot it at the 43.
At the pace this guy's going at right now, this could be a record-setting type day. This could be a game for the ages for this dude. He already has 2 touchdowns, picks up that first down. This is still the first half, guys. What is this guy capable of doing the rest of the game? We're going to find out.
He needed a little late boost from the crossbar, but he gets it to go through. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. We've played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update. The Buckeyes will boot it away to start the second half. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Got blown out in the first half and now just desperate to find anything to generate momentum here in the third quarter. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. How in the world did the offense retain possession?
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
And the Terrapins with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. They go to the ground. And a good, solid pickup before the defense cuts him down. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. 3rd and long from inside their own 20. Martin back to pass. And he'll be knocked down at the 2-yard line.
And it's been a long day. I mean, there's not much to point out that this offense has done well. They're behind huge, and they got no shot if they can't somehow find a way to protect their quarterback.
The Terrapins will try to pin them back with the punt. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope to punt. Already kept. Touchdown, Buckeyes! And they take it in for 6 more points.
The only thing better than a punt block is scoop and score for a touchdown. Great job on special teams. Tons of athletes out on the field, and they take it to the house.
The kick is up and good and put 1 more on the lead. You don't see this all the time, but when you do, it is such a momentum swing to block, punt, scoop, and score for a touchdown. What a job by the special teams. Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead. Bringing it back. And good work by the coverage team to get the return man down on the ground. Maryland has the ball back and the Terrapin offense ready to go. The give on the option. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, this is a defense that we know takes tons of pride stopping the run. That's where it all starts and ends with them, and you saw a great effort on that last play.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for a gap. It's Ray. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Here's the thing. I know this guy's not going to win the Heisman Trophy, but he's a pretty talented football player that's made big plays for this offense in the past. They have not had any success when they've given him chances so far in this game. And in the third quarter, you're getting a little nervous, I think, if you're the head coach, because he's a guy you need to have success if you're going to win.
Rush is on him. And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line.
And I wish I could bring you some hope, but, man, this defense, again, you know, they already got the lead. They got their ears pinned back. They're rushing the quarterback. I know this one's over, but offensively, let's just find a way to protect our guy, put something together. Maybe we find a way to make this respectable at some point in the football game.
And the Terrapins will punt it away on 4th down. Now, don't forget, and I'm sure he hasn't, he had one blocked earlier. He'll get away another punt. He's been really active today, and no doubt he's going to earn his varsity letter. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Off the play fake on 1st down. Nowhere to go, and the ball is loose. Defense scoops it up, and he's headed the other way. Oh, the big fella. Look at the big fella rumble. Touchdown, Maryland. This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone.
Man, defenses are always trying to force turnovers, to get the ball back to their offense, make those big plays. You know what the cherry on the sundae is? When you force the turnover, the pill hits the ground, you scoop it up, and you take it all the way back to the house. Huge play for this defense.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. Smashes it through for the PAT. The scoop and score. What a lift it can give to the defense. Not content to get the ball. They wanted to do something with it, and they did.
Number 46, set to kick this one away.
Here's the return from inside his 10. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. Back to pass, it's Sayin. Right down the middle. Complete to the right. Breaks into the open. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Ohio State. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for it. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And they did tack on the extra point. That drive not too taxing on the playbook. One play, put it in the end zone just like that. They're set to kick it off, and you think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. They'll run the RPO and throw it right. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Terrapins have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. Looking to fire. There's a heat. Nowhere close on that one as he got drilled trying to deliver the football, and now they face 3rd down.
And this is why this team is losing this game. They cannot protect their quarterback. He's already been sacked a bunch of times, almost got sacked right there. This guy doesn't have a chance with the way this offensive line is playing.
He'll keep it on the sneak.
When you're a defensive lineman, you're trying to get underneath the offensive lineman as fast as possible, dive in there and create like a pile in the backfield where the quarterback can't move his feet. Because you see the quarterback on QB sneaks, grabs the football and tries to just keep his feet moving and just try to get an inch or a yard, whatever it takes. But the defensive linemen have to do a good job of getting in the backfield.
Martin will throw it. Got his man quickly. Oh, he's got some space. Gets it to the 42-yard line, and that's a 1st down.
I know the offense is down by a lot here in the second half. You just need one big play, though, to spark the offense, get the confidence going, and they may have found it right there in that completion. Good throw, good catch. Now we got to keep it going.
They'll run it from the gun. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Under fire. Finds a man on the left. A big play, gets it into plus territory, and they'll mark him out of bounds at the 44.
That's a huge throw for the offense, but they're down by a ton. They're going to need a lot more of that, and it's not going to be easy considering the defense knows they're probably going to be throwing the ball every play here in the second half moving forward.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Catch in the middle, it's Smith. Slicing and dicing through this defense, and they've got it down to the 23.
Well, we see another catch by this guy. This defense is going to need to do a better job of tackling the catch. In coverage, I know they want to slap the ball away, but if you can't do it and force the incompletion, you've got to at least make sure you're able to drag him down to the ground as soon as he catches the ball.
And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
They've already got a bunch of sacks on them today and another quarterback pressure. This offense has to try to find a way to get the ball out a little bit quicker, to protect their quarterback a little bit more. Whether it's screens, whether it's draws, whether it's rolling your quarterback, something has to change for this offense to protect their quarterback a little bit better.
Martin back to pass. Flips it out to the back. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Yeah, nice job by the defense. That's what you're supposed to do. As soon as they catch the football, you want to limit that yards after the catch. He went nowhere after the catch. Nice job by the D.
Quite a bit of work to do on 3rd down from the 23, and this D would love to force a field goal try. I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
And the offense got themselves in a tough situation. 3rd and long, so hard to execute, especially when the field starts to shrink. But the good news is they got a field goal in their back pocket.
And this field goal team has been busy. This kicker comes out for the 3rd time tonight. He needs to make sure those mechanics are pure from the right hash and 40 yards away. It's good. Easy call for the refs. Well, they got 3 back, but that's about all you can say about it. They'll kick it away after putting up a field goal on that last drive. From inside the 10, here he comes. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. They torched this defense with an explosive passing play for a score last time out. Let's see if they go right back at them. Now they've got even more breathing room out to the 31 and a fresh set of downs. Man coverage is a bad idea against this guy. The Buckeyes always seem to have somebody that you can't handle one-on-one. Remember that great game Joey Galloway had against Michigan State in '93?
Joey Galloway, one of the most overrated Ohio State receivers that I've ever seen. It's personally ever worked with. But no, just speed, just big guys, great offensive designed around guys that are game breakers out wide that really stretch the heck out of your defense.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
Pulls and fires complete to the right. Turning it on! Really putting together a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37.
This defense is going to have to find a way to start mixing up their coverages. They're in a tough spot. They're down right now, so most people would think the opponent would be running the ball, but when you've had the success these guys have had throwing it, you're going to see more shot plays, and you better change your looks up to try and get a takeaway to get back in this game.
Trying to beat him to the corner on the right. Forced out of bounds, and they'll mark it dead at the 34. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Trying play action. Gets rid of it. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down.
Well, the offense has had their way all game long up to this point. Finally, the defense is able to make a play. And I'll tell you, after that hit, that receiver, he's going to be thinking twice about running that route again.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Back to throw, it's Sayin. Fires to the wideout. Got it in the middle, it's Smith. That'll be enough for the first down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide, and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Buckeyes! Made the grab and then did the rest himself, and they put points on the board. This game must be moving so slowly for this quarterback. He sees everything 2 or 3 beats ahead.
Way ahead. I mean, it's been really, really easy. I better get some more hits on him. I better do something to make him feel uncomfortable, because right now, it's just like, oh, you're running that? Yeah, that's easy. I mean, he's already read your mail. You better change the address, do something different.
And with that extra point, the lead remains in the gargantuan category. So a drive there of 82 yards, and they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Maryland has the ball back, and the Terrapin offense ready to go. Jesse, they had to kick a field goal the last time they had it.
Yeah, and oftentimes early in games, you're just trying to find your rhythm. Some things work, some don't on that first drive, David. Be interesting to see what happens here in the second drive.
Yeah, you got a feel for the defense now. You understand what they're trying to do, what their game plan is. Now you get to go into phase 2 of your game plan.
Behind the chains now on 2nd and long. Back in motion, try to clear the picture. Martin will throw it. Grabbed over the middle, it's Fleming. Makes the tackle at the 32, but they were backed up inside their 20, and they pick up 15.
This quarterback obviously did a lot of film prep coming into this one. He has been picking this defense apart. With that last completion, guys, he's now got over 300 yards passing.
They'll snap this one from the 32. It's 1st down. On the move, it's Ray. Got enough for the first. At the 40, there he goes. And he found all kinds of room and got it down to the 28.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
To the ground, he's got it again. And there is nowhere to run. They were eager and ready for him this time around.
That's a fantastic play by the linebacker. He has such tremendous instincts. As soon as he sees run, he's coming downhill. He's got great speed. He gets you on the ground. That's why he's one of the best linebackers in the entire country.
To the air on second down. No more time to throw. Quarterback is sacked at the 35.
And you could easily argue the biggest reason this team is trailing here in the second half is because they have not been able to protect their quarterback tonight. They've already given up 5 sacks in the game, and you just saw another one right there. This offensive line has had problems all night long.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to push it downfield. Unloads to the wideout. Working on the right. They get him stopped, but the big gain has him on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
Well, I think on that play you saw why this guy's such a big weapon in this offense. At receiver, he does such a nice job with his routes. He's patient, and he's consistent, and he's got good hands. You don't see him put a lot of balls on the ground. Nice job there picking up the first down.
Hauls it in. There to make the tackle, and with that, we'll head to the 4th quarter. And you want to talk about his favorite receiver, it might be everybody, based on the number of guys getting touches and a chance to show off their hands in the passing game. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Terrapins!
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting, and they're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched, but here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight, because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And they add the extra point to finish the drive.
That makes the score Ohio State 59, Maryland 23.
The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. The Buckeyes roll that offense back out there. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And the QB sneak has been around for 4,000 years. Obviously, it's an exaggeration, but so hard to stop. Quarterback gets it, starts to burrow behind that offensive line, and now you got to push behind with these guys. It's almost impossible to stop.
And the Buckeyes getting set on 1st and 10. Sends it back in motion. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
Really good job by the defense, seeing it and going and getting it. Nice job understanding the touch pass. It could happen. Those guys go in motion, man. I got to understand, safety's got to see that, start flying down, getting ready to play that. Nice job by the defense being ready for that play.
Working well behind the sticks on second down. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Gets the back moving. Looking to pass. It's Sayin. Complete. Shoots his way for more. Ball down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
And at some point for the defense, I'm just thinking, hey, man, like, it's got to be somebody else. I mean, the big tight end has made play after play after play today. And we know if it gets close in the fourth quarter, they're going to look his way, so the defense really needs to have a plan.
Looking to throw on first down. Catch in the middle, it's Tate. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
When you play zone coverage, and you got a wide receiver that's a beast, it becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Now on first down from the 43. Pulls and fires it complete to the right. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Yeah, and listen, I'm going to move this guy everywhere. He's in the slot this time, but I'm not going to let the defense understand where he's lining up so they can double team him, put him in the slot, put him out wide. Either way, find this guy early and often.
That's caught. It's Tate. And they pick up just a few on that completion. Using him out of the slot, he has just been unstoppable.
And I love putting dynamic athletes in the slot that I can move around, that I can put in motion, that I can make him go in or out. I can put him off the ball so you can't get hands on him, and they've really featured this guy today.
Leaves it with the back. Picks up the first down. They've got it just outside the red zone. They'll move the chains. It's at the 21.
I think one of the biggest reasons why the scoreboard looks the way it does is this offense has been dominant on third down. They have found a way to stay on the field. They do it again here late, running the ball on third.
The Buckeyes back to the line on first down. Let's see if they keep leaning on this running game. Running the option, it's Sayin. And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
I suspect we can see that same exact play. They make it look really easy, running the option down the line of scrimmage, QB making good decisions and keeping them in good second down situations.
Going to work on second down in the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. The give to the back. He's all the way down to the 3. Showed it all on that run.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add to that lead.
Looking for a man, it's Sayin. Bag's got it. Into the hallelujah land. Touchdown, Ohio State.
And this always is the debate of where you fall. It's your job to stop me or I should get conservative, because this offense obviously has had themselves a day, and apparently their day's not over. They're going to continue to keep scoring, and the defense better do something about it.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good to finish things off. Precise, relentless execution on that 13-play scoring drive. And they finish it up with a 3-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Here comes the Maryland offense back onto the field. Looking downfield on first down. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
I know this defense came into this game hoping to get pressure on the quarterback, but I don't know in their wildest dreams if they ever thought he was going to look this good. I lost track at 5 sacks. They have been all over this quarterback today.
And the Terrapins have put themselves in dire straits after that last play at 2nd and a mile. Back to pass. That's caught. It's Ray. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
Yeah, and you see running backs in today's football, they play wide receiver basically for you, but you got to find a guy that you can throw it to, and you know he's going to catch the ball consistently.
This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. They'll stop him at the 24, and that brings up 4th down. The Terrapins will line up to punt it away. And don't forget, he did have one blocked earlier. Oh, man, that is an absolute rocket launcher of a punt. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. From the gun, the ground game. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
This is an area of the game on offense you've got to be able to run the football well. You've got the lead in the 4th quarter, and obviously you're in your own end here, but you want to bleed the clock. You want to stay on the field and keep getting first down, so you have to be able to run it.
Got his man downfield. A lot of room to the right. 10. And he got away from the defense and takes it in. Touchdown, Buckeyes!
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
He'll try to tack on one more. And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. That drive a great example of just how potent this offense can be. 2 plays, 80 yards, give them the touchdown. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. The returner will field it and try to get some field position. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down.
Well, it's a nice change-up call on offense because obviously in the 4th quarter, you're down by a bunch of points and everybody in the stadium is expecting you to throw it to get back in the game. So you dial up the run play and you get a huge gainer. Hopefully that can give this offense the momentum they need to try to scrape and claw back into this one.
They're going to go right back to him on first down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They get this sophomore on the ground, but he continues to make plays.
Well, obviously the offense went 3 and out on their last drive. They're having a little bit more success here. That was a nice run, and I think that's the key, guys. If they're able to run the football, they're going to be able to stay on the field. And I think that's something you want to think more about if you're the play caller on offense.
Martin back to pass. Finds his man. It's Smith. There he goes. Boy, did he look as if he was going to go. Gets it down to the 37.
And this offense is just so dynamic because they've got playmakers at all the skill positions, right? We just saw a big play in the running game. Now we see one in the passing game. There's not one dude that you can key on here if you're on defense to try and slow them down.
Wants to throw on first down. With the catch, it's Smith. They stop him at the 22, 15-yard pickup on the play, and a first down just outside the red zone. And the Terrapins come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. Snagged out of the air. And the defense had that one well covered, just a short gain there.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Zips it out to his man. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, first and goal.
I love when you sell the run like that quarterback did right there. Stuck it in the belly of the running back, pulls it out, runs the play action. Great job of confusing the defense a little bit, making them honor the run, and then throwing the ball in the lanes right behind them.
They'll run it on first and goal. He's brought down at the 7-yard line, and they are threatening to take it in.
Well, I think the offense at this point now, they're just trying to limit the damage. They want to get out of here and move on, turn the page to the next game because things just have not been going their way, throwing or running the football.
Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a second and long coming. Fires into the end zone. And it's caught for a touchdown. They're going to play this one through to the end, but this is pretty much window dressing.
Yeah, good for them. They put together a drive. They got a touchdown. It's been a bad day. I mean, this is a day they're going to want to forget. They're getting destroyed, but at least you get some positive vibes. Maybe finish this game on a little bit of a high note, a little bit.
PAT unit on the field.
For the extra point.
Splits those uprights right in half. So a drive there of 85 yards, and they close the deal with the 7-yarder for the score. The kickoff unit is out there, and boy, did that last drive quiet this crowd. From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. Breaks into the open. And he picks up a huge chunk of yards on that play before he's finally hauled down.
This guy strikes fears into the hearts of every defensive coordinator, David, with that speed. If you give this guy any open grass, man, he's gone.
It's just silly. Look at the angles, people trying to catch him, but he's got so much juice. He can outrun those angles and make enormous plays.
Might as well give it to him again. This time stopped behind the line of scrimmage, and they're probably saying, finally, what a night he's had.
Well, this guy's been eating them alive all game long. Finally, though, David, you wonder if the defense has been able to make some adjustments, find something positive to help slow this guy down.
Hey, baby steps, right? That's a tackle for a loss. I know he's got over $100 on the game, but this defense is definitely going to have to be more aggressive, commit more guys to stopping that bad man.
This time they stop him behind the line of scrimmage, and boy, that has been rare in this one.